Hey, Fortis fans, this is Dr. Sean over at Fortis. This is OAHP 106, and that's Anatomy and Physiology for all of you guys out there. And we're in the first week or the first few days of the course. And one of the things that does come up as we go, because I do a lot of little videos on how to help you do better. This is one of them. It's going to be short. This stuff right up here is all the submission policies on stuff that you turn in late. That's why it's called late work limbo because we might not know where it is, man. It might be lost, so we need to know what's going on. And I will be checking through the grade book, and when I see a blank spot, that means you didn't do it. I'll try and contact you by the end of that week and say, hey, I haven't seen assignment number 2, where did it go? And you can get it done and turn it into me, because you can turn things in late if it follows this policy. The other thing too is, I understand that sometimes you just don't like doing stuff, and that's okay and that's fair, right? But if you get it done, it's over with. I do so many videos on how to do each one, and I give a lot of the answers and help you along with the thinking process of each of them to help you excel better at the class. So let's look at this one. Initial discussion board posts. That's the first discussion you have to do. That one is done after Wednesday, 10% grade. If it's done after Wednesday, so it's started on Monday, that's the beginning of the week. Wednesday, you should have your first one in. That determines your participation. If it's late, it gets a 10% deduction, right? Initial discussion posts will not be accepted after Sunday, the week they are due. So by that next Sunday, they're not accepted generally. If you get them done, I can give you some points. But you gotta let me know. Work with me. I'm working with you. Number 2, responses to other students' discussion boards are due by Sunday. After Sunday will not be graded, right? That's the policy, right? Other assignments, labs, exams, and quizzes. That's a big chunk. So assignments, labs, exams, and quizzes. That's 4. We have 5 things. That's at least, there's 20% of your grade is right there in the discussion boards, right? At least. And it's easy to do. We'll talk about that later. But we have 20, 40, 60, 80. 80% of your class is all this other stuff. Up to 3 days late after the due date, 10% will be deducted. After 4 to 7 days, that's 1 week, right? 25% of the grades. After 7 days, will not be accepted without documentation of extenuating circumstances and approval from the instructor. Hey, that's me. Grade deductions are at the discretion of the instructor. That means I get to decide. Now, if you're missing one thing, we can maybe go back. If you're missing 2 things, let's see what we can do. Get them done as soon as possible. If it's more than 10 days, I'm probably not even going to open it. That means it got a 0. It's so late. If you talk to me and say, like, hey man, it's been a rough week, I was in the hospital, my kid was in the hospital, my foot fell off, the Cabbage Patch Kids attacked me, the car exploded, whatever, because things happen, I understand that, but we want to make sure that we're getting things done on time, because it's part of your grade, right? And that's weird, but it's part of the participation as well. So no work, the last one down here, which you can probably see, right? Can we see it here? Can we see there's my little cursor, you can see. And it says, no work will be accepted after 11:59 p.m. Pacific time, that's West Coast time, on Friday of the last week of the term. So that means week 6, that Friday night, everything's due. Now, I think they extend it to like 2:59, so it's like midnight at your time zone usually. I won't even check them until that next morning. Right, so I'm going to check them on that next Saturday morning, and that's when I do the grades. So if you want to like wait to the end to do some stuff, fine. However, again, if it's more than like say 10 days late, I've had people turn in things 28 days late. That's a month. They turn in week 1 things in week 6 or week 5. We can't keep doing that, because 1, it hurts your grade. It makes you stressed out. And then you're like going crazy trying to get stuff done, and you don't get the information anyway. You're just getting it done. So might as well just get it done once a week. Do a couple times a week. Hop on, do one thing, get it done. Even if, and here's a hint, even if you take some of the quizzes, right? And you're like, screw this quiz. I don't even know what to do. I'm lost. Go through, read each question, give your best answer, see how you did just off the cuff. See how you did as a guess. We call it swag. Silly, wild act, guess. SWAG. Silly, wild ass guess. Right? And that's what we do. Sometimes just take a silly guess. Sometimes you might already know it. You just don't know you know it. And you're doubting yourself and you're stressed out because it's test. Anyway, this is Dr. Sean over at Fortis. It is all 5 minutes and we're done. And so go do work, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.